being human. Scientists have been calling us homos for years, and no one's had a problem until it became a gay thing. Anyways, part of the experience of being human that I enjoy the most is the love experience. And I'm hoping that most of everyone here has at least had some form of love. From friends, family, maybe an animal. The part that I'd like to really focus on is like the mating game. That the time when you're going to be bumping uglies with that certain someone. I mean, attraction is a wonderful and weird thing. I mean, I know personally that who's going to be in the friend zone. I also know who's going to be sitting on my face. Glazing me like a donut. I've also had those few that I've met when I've had too many tequilas. I'm sure some of you have as well. Okay, and so, today, like meeting and hooking up with people has never been more easier. You've got apps like Tinder, Plenty of Fish, there's Grindr as well. So depending on what your end game is, like you could swipe right and get laid tonight, you could date to mate, or you could just land up with a pen pal. I think some of us have had a situation where we've had dating disasters, and a story I want to tell you guys is a pre-date disaster of mine. And to be honest, tonight's the night. I'm going to have someone's head right here. And so preparation is vital. Preparation is vital, and for me that means hair removal. So I've got tonight's the night. Like I'm going to do it. I've got do it myself. I've got a wax strip, and so I'm giving it a good old rub. And to be honest, I think most people would have actually put it on their leg. Not me, unfortunately. I'm giving it a rub, and I put it on my groin. I mean, how hard can it be? So I pull it. And with the amount of pain I've experienced, I should be as smooth as a dolphin. So I look at the wax strip, and the only thing that's transferred is the wax to my groin. I'm still okay. I get the strip, rub it again, and I pull, but there's nothing to pull at this point. And that's when it hits me. Like, I'm a bit fucked now. So, my vagina has now become like an Area 51. It's a definitely restricted zone. I'm phoning up my friends because I'm in a 911 emergency. No one obviously answers. And I'm pretty sure the voicemail I was leaving was, listen, call me back. This is a sex emergency. I've got wax on my vagina. I need help. No one calls back. So as I'm picking the wax off bit by painful bit, I must have got some flow because I'm still convinced that this date is going to happen, right? And to be honest, I don't know what my state of mind is. Maybe I'm a bit naive, maybe in denial. But I can tell you now, what I do know is I can't have a wonky pussy. So I get that wax strip, again, give it a rub, and for me, I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe it's because I went against the grain. I'm gonna just follow it through this time. And I pull, and again, the amount of pain that I've experienced, there should be no hair there. So I look at that wax strip, and that's when I realize I'm not going on that date tonight. And to be honest, there's nothing more disappointing on a Friday night where instead of having someone's head here, you've got a mirror. And you're pulling off wax, And eventually my sister phones me and she's like, Sally, I've seen your missed calls, what's going on? So after I relay the situation of my sticky vagina, she's like, okay, well, maybe you need baby oil to just help, like remove it. And to be honest, I'm not one of those people who have baby oil in the house. But I'm going to leave you with this in case this ever has happened to you or will happen to you. Sunflower oil works just as well. One thing I don't have in my dating arsenal, though, is I'm not an underwear model. And I think some of you may have seen her on your news feeds. I think Diva, maybe. But please give it up for Emma, our poet. Please come to the stage, Emma. Sally. Sorry, you missed something. Darling, you forgot your toothbrush again. Don't forget your toothbrush. Please don't leave your stuff in my flat. You can leave your scent on my pillow, on my fingers. I'm cool with that, but please don't forget your spare clothes. I packed them in a bag by the door. I presume you meant to take them, but they were left on my bedroom floor. Please don't be offended. I don't wish to cause a fight. I like you, and this has been, well, lovely, but we only just met tonight. Please don't get out your diary to schedule in our first date. I simply can't deal with commitment. I'd rather stay home and, It's nothing that you did, darling. Oh gosh, please don't cry. It's just, well, I saw you looking at Rent-A-Van, and it gave me a twitch in my eye. The chemistry between us was exquisite. You made me shake to my core. But then you tried to leave your toothbrush, and Sally, I've been here before. Can't we just be lovers and give in to sweet surrender? Make sparks, but not make schedules. Make love, but not pretend that this is something more than just you, me, hot and sweaty. I want your body, your touch, your kiss, but not joint accounts, dogs and confetti. Thank you. So that's actually not the kind of thing that I would do. I would be that one who was desperately trying to stay in that person's house after a one-night stand. You know, they're like, "Come on, get out of my house," and I'm like, "Oh no." So I'm thinking of all the different ways that I can stay there. So I'm thinking of excuses. I'm going to try some out with you. So I'm thinking, oh, God, such a hangover. Can you make me another coffee? No. Oh, okay, that's a bit harsh. Okay, let's try another one. Do you mind if I just, can I just charge my phone here? It's going to take about 4 hours, maybe. A bit of power cut. Well, I was thinking, anybody else? Would that work? No one?
Delicious, why not?
Yeah, we can watch a film this time.
So I'm thinking, what can I do with these 4 hours? And really, I'm just going to find ways to convince you to be my wife. That's it. And the final one that I thought would work and backfired is the bank card. So the old, I accidentally dropped my bank card on your floor because, you know what, you've got to call me, right? No. Nope, not only did she not call me, she found my bank card and she bought a load of garden furniture from the range. Yeah. And now she's got a beautiful garden with her new girlfriend with all my money's worth of garden furniture. So. Anyone here ever had a one-night stand? Yes. Okay, well, I've seen some of the lesbians there. I think you're lying, because we're just terrible at it, aren't we? Let's face it. The second date, we've got a dog, we've got Rent-A-Van sorted out, we've already packed up all our things, ready to move in. In fact, I bet some of you have already got the things packed up, ready to go. No? Yeah, of course you have. Okay, so underwear. Underwear is very important to me, as you may have realised. So I love a pair of underpants, and I'm curious to know what you've all come in tonight. I want to know what your underpants you're wearing. So give me a cheer if you're wearing comfy pants. Yeah? Nice. Give me a cheer, give me a ooh la la if you're wearing sexy pants. Ooh. See you later. And give me a ooh rubbish if you're not wearing any pants. Okay, remind me not to borrow your jeans. Okay, well the underwear I tend to wear depends on whether I'm trying to channel my inner butch, which is just rubbish that, and also or my inner femme. which I'm also not very good at. I always go out. When I go out on a night out, I'm thinking I'm going to wear my comfy pants because they suck everything in, yeah? Or, so I'm also going to have my sexy pants in my bag just in case, right? Because if I meet someone. So the question comes, when is the right time to change into your sexy pants?
Always.
Because if you get it wrong, it can be very embarrassing, especially if they're big Bridget Jones pants. So, the other ones. Wrestle to the floor in the throes of passion. I'm wearing my ripped jeans, they're the latest fashion. To win, she gets down on all fours and reaches down to feel my drawers. My stomach starts churning. Inside, I begin to gag, as it dawns on me that I forgot. My sexy pants are in my bag. I flick away a hand in a fit of terror. If she feels my comfy pants, it's going to be over forever. So I've got to tell her. But she says, well, we better get them off then. Whew, I was quite unexpected. Despite the shame and blushes, I was suddenly resurrected. So should you ever find yourself wearing massive bloomer, though mortified, at least just try to turn it into humour. Thank you. Okay, so this is probably like the second time you've seen this person. The toothbrush is now in your bathroom. Actually, it's just me. Your top drawer has been cleared of all your favourite things and have now been replaced with all of hers. And she'll tell you that this is for practical reasons, but in fact, it's because she wants you to finger through her drawers. So what do you think she might have left in this drawer? Any ideas?
Phone.
A phone? Why would she leave a phone in it?
I don't know, come back for it.
Okay, oh yeah, nice. I never thought of that one. Okay. No one's going to shout strap on, because that's what they did last night. And I said, I've already got a whole box, so I don't need to. Actually, there's some hair gel, so I just want you to have a sniff of it and tell me what you think it smells like.
Ugh, delicious. I mean, sorry, that was, yeah.
What does it smell like?
Limey? Kind of like...
Okay, never sniff a lesbian's fingers.
Yeah, fair goes.
You're welcome. Okay. Well, so something like hair gels, the way somebody's hair smells or their perfume is because something that can kind of make you feel really attracted to them, and you start to think about them a lot and maybe a little bit daydreamy. As you sleep, I lay awake and stare at the back of your head, and I gently sniff your hair. It smells so delicious of coconuts and cream, oh, I could slip away into a dream. I'm on a desert island and you are the sand my body molds into you when you cup me with your hands. The waves that gently splash my feet pull me under to admit defeat. The tallest tree I long to climb, and when I reach the top, I find a coconut. For me, so ripe, it eases open to my delight. And when I taste it, oh boy, I'm completely smitten. I'm lost in this moment I am bitten. And the creaminess soothes every part of my tongue, and the coconut reminds me that it's just a bit of fun. And the outside of the shell is soft yet bristled. It takes me back to bed and we're intertwined like thistles. I sniff it again, and as if not attached, my fingers start to ruffle through your front lobe of thatch. Read into that what you will. My fingertips, they tingle, as does the rest of me. As I rustle through your locks, there's a wave of ecstasy. You stir. My hand freezes, and I cannot pull away. What are you doing? And I don't know what to say. I think you must be dreaming. Close your eyes, go back to sleep. Your hair smells like a desert island. It's a smell I'd like to keep. Thank you. Okay. Skipping quickly across the whole lesbian relationship. Gone. We'll get to the end, because that's a whole show in itself and very entertaining. But so we got to the point now where she's gone.
and you're no longer thinking, I wish, you're wondering about what she's left, and you're actually grateful for the things that have been left behind that remind you of some good times. This is my favourite jumper. It belonged to my ex. It reminds me of the good times. And it smells strangely of sex. She gave it to me freely or would have taken to the charity shop. But I saw it quite differently, a gift of love in that there top. I wore it every day for the first week, and I reluctantly admit that I haven't washed it since I got it, and it's made of woolen knit. Now, I've never seen her wear it, so I'm not really sure how it can smell so strongly of her. Did she ever wash it before? It may just be a jumper, and she may have thrown it out, but giving me that warm token is what love is all about. Though we're not together, that's right, I still wore it on occasion, and a scent wafts up my nose and the touch a warm sensation. But boy, do I regret the day I put it on a wash and spin. That's a bloody thing only went and shrunk, and I can't wear it. I'm not that slim. Thank you. So the moral of the story is when you break up with somebody, don't eat lots of cake. And also read the labels in your washing, or give them to your mother or your neighbour or somebody else, or shop girlies. They'll do your washing for you. So sometimes when you end a relationship, especially lesbians, we're renowned for becoming friends, and sometimes that can be easy, and sometimes that can be hard. So blurring the boundaries between lovers and friends, creating interactions with no natural ends, carving a friendship from the ruins of passion. Lesbians as friends is the way we are fashioned. As your eyes meet again, so does the pain you forgot, when one still loves but the other does not. The heart cries out and sends a warning, with no reciprocation, the reality dawning. You wake in the morning, wishing you could live in a dream, where this river's never ending, but the waters turn to steam. A few reasons why you should move on. Your heart needs to heal so the pain can be gone. If this person is so important to you that you can't bear to lose them, what else can you do? Take a step back and reflect from afar, and try to remember how amazing you are. If being together makes you blue, then being friends with your ex is really not for you. Now, if you can learn to channel that feeling, maybe you can help each other with healing, and turn something that could feel painful for you into something much stronger and beautiful too. Thank you. Okay. So whilst we're on the am I in love, am I not in love, you're looking back and you're wondering, gosh, I've been in love a lot of times, haven't I? And it can be quite addictive, that whole beautiful feeling, and the butterflies in your tummy, am I in love, am I not in love? And sometimes you are, and sometimes you just feel like you are, and then when you break up, you realise you weren't. Yeah. Feeling of my heart pumping away in my chest, thoughts of all the time I'd like to invest. The hotness of the passion under my cheeks, the way I dream away, weeks and weeks. The flutter in my stomach that warms me like whiskey. The way when you look at me, I always feel frisky. That feeling of belonging to you. That wholeness I feel when I hear, I love you too. It's addictive, but it never lasts all that long, and I'm searching once again for a place to belong. A connection like a match struck on a box, out in the wilderness. I'm the hunter, you're the fox. You can run, but I'll catch you, and I'll never let you go until this feeling of euphoria leaves my body so. Is it love that I'm feeling, or this feeling that I love? Will you be my forever, my white turtle dove? Will we marry dressed in white and exchange rings at the altar? Will you be faithful to me, or will you falter? It's a risk, it's a chance, it's a roll of the dice, and my heart is at stake and your actions are the knife. So why do I still crave this feeling so? If it's the cause of such pain, blow after blow. I'm addicted to this feeling, and this feeling makes me whole, and the only thing that fills it is this love within my soul. But it's that rush, that surge of blood through my veins. Gives me hope, brings me joy, gives me period-like pains, makes me hot, makes me sweaty, makes me grin like a cat, makes me horny, makes me corny, makes me realise that I'm addicted to this feeling, and it's love, I believe. And when I have it, I'm ecstatic, and when I lose it, I grieve. Thank you. So I have just one piece of advice that I took from my mother when I was younger, and I'd like to share that with you. Always carry a spare pair of knickers and a toothbrush wherever you go. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Emma. And I think we can thank Emma's mom as well for that wonderful advice. It's going to take a spare toothbrush, spare pair of pants, and that's going to take your walk of shame into a stride of fucking pride. Thank you guys. You've got. So we've reached the end of our show. Again, we're collecting money for Mind Out. Did you guys see Alice? Alice has got a massive bucket. She's at the back there. If you feel like you want to slip something into it, please go ahead. Cash would be good as well. Thank you. You guys have been a wonderful audience. I'm going to bring out Aidan again. Aidan. Woo! Woo! Emma, are you ready? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dark